why is the church not paying taxes in the first place? If we can establish that, then we can go into why the church should pay tax now.
Well, but don't you think it's because of what they are seeing now, people using the church for business and all of that? That's why they feel, okay, then let's just have a general tax for the church.
So let the people that are using the church for business pay taxes. You know, the church is not a business entity, and if people are, we don't have to generalize that the, people are using the church for business, so the church must pay taxes. In the first place, we as a nation decided that churches must not pay taxes. Why did we decide that churches mustn't pay taxes? Is the church deviating from that? We need to come back to the table and see if there are churches that are using the church as businesses. We identify them and let them pay taxes for the business ventures that they are engaged in. I believe that we don't have to generalize on this issue at all. In the first place, we want to establish why the nation thought churches shouldn't pay taxes, and also examine whether the church is deviating from that. Then we can make a conclusion that all churches must pay taxes. Or we look at the people, the churches, the churches that we can establish that are using the church for business, purposes, and they pay the tax.
But what do we do to some of these churches? I'm sure you watch around and there are lots of things going on. Some I wouldn't even want to mention. But what can we do? How can the church as a body deal with some of these things? Because it's given a bad name to, the Christian, domain.
Sometimes even the trouble that comes our way has a way of propelling the gospel itself. I believe that there's a separation of wheat and tares going on right now. The Lord does His work. He doesn't need anybody to defend the gospel. And if we think that this issue has the capacity to break the frontier of the church, I don't think it can ever break the frontier of the church. In fact, if you're a student of the Bible, you know that even when persecution came to the apostles and they were divided and people thought that was the end of the propagation of the gospel, God through the division sent the gospel to the nations. You get what I'm saying? And so whatever happens to the church, the head of the church knows what's going on, and he will use it for his good.